I have my guest, X the Hustler, in the building tonight.
Yo,
How's it going?
man, blessed to be here, blessed to be alive,
Yeah, so we are live, so everyone is tuned in. Thanks for supporting the show. Y'all know what it is. We just gonna get up close and personal and see what you have going on, because I've seen you on social media. You are always promoting yourself. You got a showcase or something that you've been promoting. So I mean, let's just jump right into it.
Actually, it's a global giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna start doing it just randomly in different cities, but of course Houston first. So I just give away some distribution deals, merchandise, promo merchandise, and
Yeah.
studio time, photo shoot. You know what I mean? And I also pay the artists. So if you bring like a crowd,
Y'all hear that?
10 or better.
Okay.
You get paid. So.
All right. And so you do this every month, or?
No, it's just random. You know what I mean? I just.
You did say giveaway, so.
I'm X the Hustler, so.
Absolutely.
Everything in my field, I'm just trying to tap in on.
So when is this giveaway? So
it's,
people
March
know.
14th.
March
Fire
14th.
Flare Lounge.
All right, so I will share it on my page. I believe I shared it, but I'll keep sharing it because it's definitely something that I feel like independent artists need to tap in. I mean, especially with distribution. Like, explain if you can how the distribution deal will work.
It's really just a single deal. Nothing exclusive. It's a one-time thing if they not with it. But of course we can continue your services if you want to. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's really to their standing. But it's always gonna be there. Like they don't even have to use it now.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I just put them in the slot.
Put them in the mix.
Know what I mean?
Absolutely. So you are also an artist.
Yes, ma'am.
You rap as well.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
let's talk about your upbringing. So how did you get into rap? Who and what influenced you?
I always was, freestyling. I ain't too good at freestyling now, but I gotta get drunk or something,
Yeah.
on that level or something. But I always been around music. I really ain't tapped into it until I was like I say in all my interviews when I got in prison. So I really ain't probably never got a chance to really showcase the talent or just let somebody hear me
Okay.
like that before I went to prison. But when I went to prison, I really tapped into me, and I had a lot of people, vibing with it, vibing with my music. So that's what really, inspired me to do it when I got out. Like it just only made sense. I really don't have no I really ain't had no inspiration or nothing. Like music just was, this lane just fell in my lap, so, yeah.
Okay. I mean, who are some of the artists then would you say you that's inspiring, or that you find music is real cool?
I really like me being from Memphis. I gotta pay homage to Yo Gotti. So he was all I heard if I'm thinking about doing anything musical. So that's where it gotta come from. Like that was my era, But I ain't into the music game just on rapping and doing shows.
Right.
I learned the business side, so you know what I mean. I ain't throwing no shade, on Jay-Z. But he just not a popping rapper as far as he a businessman. But just because he a awesome businessman, it make him a popping rapper. Like it make him phenomenal. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the marketing skills, and that's my inspiration.
That's real, because
Warren Buffett's and
yeah, he definitely is a business person, and a lot of artists come in here and we talk about how important and stress how important it is to learn the business side.
Absolutely.
I know everybody's situation is different, so you kind of learn the business side behind the scenes. But just for anybody that's just gonna look back at this, how important is it to be about your business, to read your contracts, to know what you're signing?
It's absolutely important. And just like I said with this, me being a part of the movement, that's why I'm a CEO with, and I have my own company, HDYP Global Worldwide. you know, which she is the president of.
Hey,
you know
lady
what I mean?
boss.
So, like it's a different, it's a ownership was forced on me, like not in a negative way. You know what I mean? So to the ones out there, it's a whole mind sweep. Like you gotta sweep out your mind, control completely. Like you gotta completely. Like when you give your life to God, you completely surrender. Like you do. Like you really do, because you so stuck. Like it's so stuck to what you used to, and you ain't even focused on. You know what I mean? There's people got 300,000 streams, 300,000 views, and don't even know what BMI is. They be like, I don't know. Like how do you not know?
That's
like
crazy.
like your homie got all this money and he taking you on the road, but he ain't telling you nothing about this. This the most important thing that you need before you even start saying I'm a rapper. You know what I mean? Your creative license is to do anything you want to do with this music. Like that's the most important thing. So, you know, you already stuck into performing. That's all you want to do. Perform. You know what I mean?
I've seen that.
But just like with this giveaway or any other event that I've done, I'm just like them. I'm an artist just like them, and I'm just really be trying to show artists like you don't need no promoter. You damn near don't need no manager. I have a manager. You know what I mean? So because he taking care of all business. You know what I'm saying? I get out here and grind on my own. That's how we work, and we coincide with each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? But to every artist, like you gotta learn the business. You know what I mean? And with this distribution, like I do the same thing. CD Baby, TuneCore, DistroKid.
Okay.
I do the same thing they do. So imagine if I would have went another route. You know, I've been stuck in DistroKid, TuneCore. You know what I mean? They give you partial
crumbs.
You know what I mean? Partial, and then while you getting partial, you're not even have no publisher with your distribution. When you drop it, you don't have no publisher behind it. You feel me? So when they pay you, they already paying you partial, and you ain't getting paid no publishing. You know what I'm saying? But you popping. Nah, you ain't. You know what I mean? So business is important. You know, nobody can't. They can. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me. You know what I'm saying? But if I can't and be like, okay,
And see it for yourself.
Who you publish? You know what I mean? That shit past Google. That shit even past BMI and the repertoires and shit. You gonna be on file. Your shit gonna be on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them claims gonna pop up on YouTube. The rights of this song is so.
Right.
I got Facebook telling me I don't own the rights to my own damn song. I'm like,
damn,
let me appeal this.
Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I can't deal with Facebook.
You feel me? But they let me know that like I'm doing
the right
thing. You know what I'm saying? No jewelry, no big boy chain, no big boy car, no nothing. You gotta sacrifice the shit. You gotta sacrifice to get where you going. This shit gonna come later. I ain't number 30, so I got plenty of time, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. I think it's crazy because a lot of this when I say shit like this, it's just crazy. When I have seen these guys come in, not into the station, but just mainstream
industry,
and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I know it was Blueface. If that is the one that was linked to Birdman.
He got 30 deals.
He was.
I mean,
that little baby didn't know his contract. He was like, I don't know. That's not important for you to have sat down with this man and find out what you signed to. And then he I think a lot of them get cars and the chains, and that's like, you said, it's more like they popping, but they don't know the business.
Their money, you know. Every time I get like,
that's crazy.
Some little racks or, you know, like I done came up on this, you know what I'm saying, or something. I'm putting that shit into the music. Like, I'm already humbling myself and disciplining myself for when I see $1 million, I can say, hey, nah, I don't want that shit. You know? Like, you gotta start practicing sometimes. So if you like, people say they invest in themselves and sacrificing themselves. That's how you gonna say no to something. Like, if you ain't doing that shit, you gonna be taking anything. Somebody get $10,000, you gone. You don't know what it is. Nigga done signed, you done signed your life over. You don't know how to read and none of that shit.
That's really, it's really messed up because like when something happened to
they get you high.
Your family won't have nothing to eat off of.
They get you high, drunk. They get you out there. You know what I mean? Like we got SDYP the movement. You know what I mean? We got a publishing company.
Publishing company.
And we also have a distribution company. You know what I mean? So SDYP Global Worldwide is my distribution company. But SDYP the movement is our main publishers for the whole entity. You know what I mean? The whole thing. So, you know, it's just building each other off one another backs. You know what I mean? That's what you really got to do.
Yeah.
And pass the knowledge down to some. You know what I mean?
I agree because I think a lot of the times the people around you want you dumbed down because they don't want you to know. I bet you they know about the BMI and the payment and stuff, but they don't want you to know. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've always been like about the business. If I don't understand, I'll read it and Google it.
But they ain't gonna. You know what I mean? Lester is my name. X the Hustler. You know what I mean? That's a character.
Right.
Not to say because I am X, but that's a character.
Right.
I need shit in Lester's name.
Hey,
they don't be caring about their name. Like they don't care about none of their real name on it. Long as it's you feel me?
Yeah.
Flip Boy Johnny. Ah, that's me. You hear me? You cool. That's me. Nah, that ain't you, bro. Cause I could be Flip Boy Johnny. I can make a video and be Flip Boy Johnny with a mask on and be Flip Boy Johnny.
That's crazy.
Like you can. You really can. And nobody will know. Nigga be like, that's Flip Boy Johnny. He got dread. Flip Boy Johnny white as a motherfucker though. You remember? Right. The real Flip Boy Johnny. Right. He white as hell. You feel me? Yeah. But that's how it can happen like that. And Miss Blue can have your shit in her name on BMI. You gonna be like, where the fuck you at? You hear me?
Damn, that's cold.
Like real talk.
That's like real talk. I hope y'all, when they hear this, I hope it's not going over their head.
And you got your name on their BMI. Yeah. Somebody got their name on their publisher. You don't know what the fuck. You don't know what. And you got 2, 3, 4 million views. You just like, hey, I got 4 million views. For real.
That's fucked up.
Man, I see it every day, and I be just like, and I tell other people who, you know what I mean, in position to change something, whatever you're doing, like we got to be the change, like we got to do it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I want to give these distribution deals, mainly distribution deals, as a real pick me up, cause I want to, you know what I mean, guide and show you, you know what I mean. To push the music, like really push the music, and like step by step. This where this go. I could do it from my phone. I could do it on the computer, laptop. Right, just call me. You know what I mean? Like our company, we got a whole portal. I can tap into that motherfucker and show you. You know. But you know, some people overlook it. Some people don't believe it. But I can't have an attitude that nobody don't want to fuck with me or none of this shit. I just got to keep on going and showing.
Got to.
You feel me? Like, we got to be the change. You feel me? Like, real talk.
Nah, that's real. And since I have you on the show, I had someone who watches the show all the time. They wanted me to ask the next rapper, God rapper, that came in, what are y'all doing to change the killing amongst each other in the rap community? Oh. And I think you would be a perfect person to talk about that. Like,
mainly stop rapping about it and visualize. You know what I mean? In visual, you know, 70% of the videos, 1,000 young niggas with guns, and then you got the grown niggas just they cool with it though. They still got it, but they still got it. Like that's all you see, and you can't. And we can't deny it, you know what I mean? Right. It is, and it's psychological. That's the whole fucking government. That's the whole society. That's all this it is. Psychologically manipulated. Like everything in your face. You constantly seeing it, you constantly doing it. You constantly seeing, you constantly doing, you gonna do it. You gonna do it. You feel me? Right. You gonna be high up under the influence. Oh, we got a gun. finna shoot this nigga. Cause that's all you hear. I'm a papa nigga. That's all you hear.
Right. You program.
Like, you know, she can attest a little bit. You know, she ain't been a part of my whole life. You know what I'm saying? But I don't rap about that shit. I try not to. You feel?
Right.
My best, but as naturally as it's coming out, I don't rap about it. So I know I'm making a change. I know I am. You feel me? Because I don't fake it and I don't portray it. All my music ain't gonna be like, I shot a nigga last night. If a nigga play with me, he gonna die. I'm gonna bust him up in the bow, like we was just saying.
Oh, y'all was just talking about
that? Yeah. Nigga, man, we was at something in Atlanta. That's the first thing he did. Bah, what's up?
Oh.
Like, what the fuck? You ain't said hey.
He performed that.
You ain't said hey.
Damn.
You ain't introduced yourself. You just shot us.
Oh, damn.
You just shot. And he about 30 something.
Now, see, that's what we talk. They gotta do better because the younger ones are doing the same thing.
I know I come from the projects and he scared me. You hear me?
Oh, damn.
I come from the hood and he scared Bob. Oh, no.
You actually thought for a minute you was getting shot.
Damn, he pointed and everything. I'm like, nah, he's not gonna get called back.
Don't jinx that on me, right? Oh my goodness!
He's not gonna get
nah,
called
you
back.
made a good point because I'm a female rapper, but I tell people all the time I don't really see. You have your girls as gangsta and they talk about it here and there. You don't really hear the women, and I don't think it's as influenced as men. Men talk about it, and it's like y'all have a greater influence when it comes to like violence and anger and stuff. So I think for the person who asked me to ask the next rapper, that I hope, you know, when they tune in, that's it's passed on, because you're right. It starts with what we're talking about in the music.
You know what I mean? And they so busy following the trends instead of following they real self and they real and real hard. You know, and I'm just started tapping in like on the harmonizing on the songs. And me just really using my voice like I really know how to. You know, I was self-conscious at first, you know what I mean? Like, man, but then I had to let go, like, man, this me. You know what I'm saying? Like, me humming and singing till you gonna feel it, you know what I mean? And people need that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't hold that shit back. And I make little records. Had a record in Memphis with my one of my homeboys. He like, nah. I'm like, bro, go on the booth and put that down, bro. He like, man. Dang. I'm like, bro, go in the booth and put that down, but don't be just in yourself, just cause you holding it in. That shit.
He probably
like
was shot.
a person can remember that
Right.
You know
Nah, you're right.
A person can remember that. So it actually sounded good, but that's just one of the examples. Like, you know, you gotta be yourself. Like, I keep on telling people that, you know what I'm saying? We have our time, we have our ups and downs. But sometimes you gotta embrace it. Sometimes you just gotta going through something. You just gotta cry about it, or you feel me?
Right.
And you know, pick your head up and keep going. Like, real talk. You can't try to be nobody else. You know what I'm saying? You can't try to make nobody else music. You know what I mean? You can't do that. Shit gonna last and shit gonna fall off. The shit gonna be hot. The shit gonna fall off. Promoters need artists to perform. That's basic. Managers need artists to manage. If you don't want to be managed, if you don't want to be coachable or teachable, like, this shit ain't for you. Like, certain shit ain't for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, and most of them niggas who be rapping about killing just need to get the fuck up out the way, because they just, you know, doing it for clout and shit, just doing it for something to do. And you know, this shit is a sport sometimes, but
not like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you niggas taking over.
Yeah, that's too much. But I also blame, you know, the labels, because I feel like they go out there and they look for another Yo Gotti and they look for another Jay-Z and they look for a Nicki Minaj,
well, you know,
instead of choosing somebody that is trying to be original.
And you know, I'm glad you brought it up, because I never have got to talk about. That's the blueprint. That's the blueprint for 50 some odd years. That shit ain't not gonna break. No. So you have to build your own. You have to. And there's so many platforms and so much shit we can do independently. We just don't want to do it.
Damn.
So all we want to do is perform for this nigga to get seen, to get the clout, and get signed by somebody so they can control you. Like that's what they want. Like that's what they want.
Yeah.
That's the blueprint. That's been that shit for life. Like for life. They tell you to push one single. Why? Bitch, you got me fucked up.
You think like what? One single? You would prefer to push a body of music?
I mean,
opposed to just one single.
I mean, push and drop.
Oh,
it's a difference.
Yeah, they pushing a single. For
it's a difference, ain't it?
Yeah,
it's
a really big difference. Yeah.
I could put talking for a year straight with X Word coming. I ain't just got no one. Like people really be making one record and just be thinking they.
I've heard that though, but they will bleed it to like, damn, what was? This is why I'm hot. It took us such a long time to at least drop a remix, and then it was like 5 more. This is why I'm hot. I remember that shit, and I was just like, I can't take it. I'm sure he was probably talented. But they wrong. I think that killed his career.
I forgot who he fucking was.
I can't think of his name to save my life, but I think that killed his career. One single for like 2 years.
I want to be like that. Niggas don't remember the Hustler, but what's that first nigga?
So I get that. I got what you're saying.
See the Hustler?
I got what you're saying.
Nah, man, you gotta be remembered out here. You know what I'm saying? You can't, and like, you know, I'm gonna drop the jewels. You feel me? Stay away from the blueprint to get in. And just look at the blueprint of how they doing it. Just look at the blueprint of how they evolving or taking this music or dropping this way. If you so inclined, you know what I mean. If you so inclined to what they doing,
right?
Like, and it's right there in your face. You got PR service for Universal, Sony, whatever. You got PR service. You could just call. You got promo. You could just call it. You could just call their number. You could just send an email, and you don't even do it. Because you don't want to spend no money and invest in yourself. Oh, they gonna break your ass. You know what I'm saying?
You have to invest in yourself.
Yeah, you going to.
Some of their prices though do be stiff though. Let's keep it real.
It do.
Because I be like, damn.
But I done been over that joint, and that motherfucker said payment plan.
Oh. Okay.
That motherfucker said
I never came across one that did a payment plan.
I don't care how a nigga get it.
Yeah.
I don't care how a nigga get it. If you want to be featured in this and featured in that, that's how you do it. But you don't like you be. It just y'all be reaching for what somebody else want when they got the steps right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it be mainly, you know, dope boys and you know.
We doing tours or doing something
like that. I ain't thinking like
that's worth it.
Like why would I?
That's
drop another jewels. You feel?
Yeah.
The average dope boy. You can take weed. You can take weed because them customers.
Right.
You know them. They can come to your shows. They can do everything. You got 100 to 200 contacts. You feel me? Hey man, I got a show, man. Come on. I got a show. You the neighborhood guy. You feel me?
Right.
You got all this crap and don't even want to capitalize off it. You can't even go to a club on and be like, hey bro, you know I rap. I might want to throw a show here. Yeah, I'm throwing about 5 of them in different cities. Money coming in, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like real talk, I don't be understanding.
Nah.
They waste it.
My favorite story about something similar to that is the damn NWA. Eazy-E, you just said it. He was a neighborhood nigga on the block. And what happened? He couldn't even rap, and I loved to see that in the movie because I never thought Eazy-E could rap. But they made him into a star, but his money funded them.
But what made him into a star? Because he would.
He pretty much used his clout.
Nah, he pretty much paid for everything.
He funded everything.
Ownership gonna get you whatever you need. You hear me?
That's
facts. They don't want to give a fuck what you say, you say. They don't care what nobody say. But
That's
that
facts.
nigga, you hear me?
That's facts.
Why? Because he paid for every fucking thing.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. I ain't saying the money, but if you make another nigga pay and your name in ownership, that's you.
And I'm sure his name was in the damn ownership.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he ain't know the business. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't know the business of that either.
Nah, he didn't.
You know what I'm saying? Because
he didn't.
it's a different than, it's a difference than NWA getting a check than just yeah.
Oh, Eric, right.
Everybody,
Yeah.
go for his ass too. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference.
Facts, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta split this 500,000. We gotta split this million. Exactly. Then to alright, you gonna get $1 million. You finna get $1 million. You finna get $1 million, and y'all still split NWA. That's really how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You feel me? Cause I get a check from SDYP Global. I ain't trying to disclose none of stunt, but it's real. SDYP the movement.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and royalties and publishing. I get all that shit.
Which is important.
You know what I mean? I ain't trying to say I'm just on their ass right now, cause you'll for sure see when I do. You hear me? But it's building and it's coming. Like I know I'm building. I know we building as a team, as a whole. You feel me? Like
Facts.
You gotta have some people in your corner, and you gotta use the resources around you. You know what I mean? Like can't be y'all bunched in, page on private and shit. I be like, oh, y'all wanna fuck.
I know. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. A long time ago, I had a habit of having my page on private, but it was more so because family.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want them in any part of my life. But my friend over here was like, yeah, because it's very weird. But a lot of celebrities watch you.
Yeah.
But they don't want to follow you because they don't know you.
They don't supposed to really.
I don't know. So if your page is private, they can't see what you got going on.
They don't supposed to.
Yeah.
That's the algorithm.
Well, they need to bring mine back because I had at one point Black China on my shit.
You gonna follow everybody you like. You gonna follow every celebrity back up who? Damn, I thought I was following them. I ain't following them over. Let me go and follow their head.
Oh.
You ain't gonna be like, man, why the fuck they ain't following? Let me message their ass.
Right, because you know they probably ain't gonna say nothing bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the marketing strategy.
Whatever.
That's just like nigga wanna fuck the shit out of Beyonce knowing damn well
never gonna
you will never touch that. You hear me?
Never
you will never touch that.
Ever.
But nigga be like, damn, man. Like you gotta create that shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, I want every woman to want extra hustler. You know what I'm saying? Go get some little abs and shit. But you know what I mean? That's how it gotta be. You might not get none. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But you can want it. Yeah. Album on the way. X World. You know what I'm saying?
Album on the way.
Like for real. That's what this shit about. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, absolutely. And let me ask you this about the market, because I have to. You from Memphis though? Okay, how long you been in Houston? Have you been out?
I was 17 though.
How the market been like to you? Like as far as like networking with other rappers, media, and things like that.
I just been, you know, I be on the move, and I just continue to be me. So
absolutely,
it's been exciting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say it's just been it ain't been just sweet. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I can get treated a certain way. I got the right to say that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't put in my work, so I'm paying my dues. So that's what you gotta do. You feel me? You got to. You gotta crawl before you walk, and you gotta go through hell just to get to heaven. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I heard. No, seriously. So what do you have planned for this year? I know we pretty much still kind of like at the beginning of it, but what you got planned for 2021? What would you like to do?
Just everybody get prepared on X World, the album. You know what I'm saying? That's my main focus. Just building it up, getting the finishing touches on it. You know what I mean? And just focus on marketing and branding it. So that's all you really gonna be seeing. Everything X World. We throwing little events here now and then, but you know, visuals on the way also. Just new. Just been in the cut, sitting up. You know what I mean? So
cool. And what about as far as like the streams? I know we talked about, because this is a streaming era still, and we talked about getting paid crumbs. How big is streaming? What does that mean to you? Like, I was caught up on it at first.
It don't mean nothing when you know, when you're in my position, but when when you just a rapper and you ain't business involved, that might be the only thing important to you. So it really don't mean. I
got you, because you got your publishing and stuff like that. So
exactly.
You really.
So I really, you know, we really trying to learn, and we do. You know what I'm saying? Every day is a learning process, but the percentages of things, and it's really 91.9 So
91.9
of distribution, you know what I mean? They really post, you know what I mean? They say you keep 100% of your royalty, but you really don't.
Yeah,
You know
I heard that too. I know as far as BMI, like yes, if you're the writer, right?
As far as distribution services and payouts, BMI don't be having nothing to do with that shit.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just the fact that we licensing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, we just trying to reach that goal of and like a stream to somebody without no publishing is way lower than a stream with me. They got publishing. So I'm just trying to run the numbers up. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to push it. They ain't gonna, you know what I mean? That shit ain't gonna mean nothing to me if it's like 200. Oh shit, that's just one. You know what I mean? And like I told, we was discussing something the other day. Like these folk got millions. Like they got millions, and they still working. So what the fuck you think we supposed to do? Like real talk.
Yeah.
Man, these folks got millions. You do not see these folks sitting. You do not see these folks sitting down. You hear me? These folks come with hit after hit, tour after tour. Them folks still working for that shit. Yeah. Because that house, you gotta pay. I was just about to say, you gotta pay $1 million next month.
Means too, so
next month that shit rent is rent. $372,474. like you're like, damn.
That's crazy.
You feel me? Like,
let me pay cash for my $250,000 5-bedroom house estate.
So we be looking at it like they just up there. We just look, and we don't have no choice but to look. So with us looking is what we do. So we'll find the first something that got that feeling of what they doing and do it. Just because. No nothing. No rights, no direction, no nothing. You just up there. You feel
That's crazy.
You don't even know what a jump drive is. Nigga be like, you got an email?
Damn.
It's on SoundCloud.
Nah, no, they didn't say it's on SoundCloud.
It's on
We can't do it like that, y'all.
You feel me? Like real talk.
You got
knowledge is everything.
It really is. I mean, knowledge is everything. They say knowledge is power, but it's also sometimes your knowledge can also get you killed.
You can.
Yeah, doing a lot of research, I've noticed. I've read at least 6 different people that's got killed because of some shit they knew that nobody else knew about or was supposed to know about. You gotta be careful with that shit too. But we got it. It is important, y'all, to learn y'all business.
You just gotta tell your people.
Oh, you saying like pass it on to your crew,
you just gotta tell
friends.
your people, man. Niggas be want that confirmation. So much. You want that acceptance so much. You want that confirmation so much that it break you. It break you. Niggas know how to piss you off. Niggas know how to, you know, niggas know how to do this to you. Like, you don't got nothing else now. You just here. You know what I mean? This shit chess. I swear it is.
And if you don't know how to play chess, you better learn and read some books.
You better learn how to play chess or poker.
Yeah, cause they will take advantage of you if you don't know nothing. I mean, you gotta know
the
your
ones that right next to you, the ones that smile in your face, the ones that, you know what I mean, the ones that really know the business and know what they supposed to do and know what they can do, but just don't do it because you ain't doing what you got to do, or just ain't, you feel me?
Yeah.
Just don't believe in you or have faith in you. You know what I mean? Like I got friends, family, and everything. They don't support me like they supposed to do, like they supposed to. It's simply because they don't believe yet. They might believe 25%, 40%. You feel me? And I can't get mad at it. I just gotta make them believe. You hear me? Like real talk, because they extra hustler. They know Lester and they love me. You know what I'm saying? They cool with me being me. You know, it's just the human. You know what I mean? They cool with that. But I want you to share extra hustler video. I want you to share extra hustler music. You know what I mean? What you tap in on extra hustler, like tap into what I'm doing in my career. So I just gotta turn this shit up a notch. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Maybe because my
just gotta
family
embrace
is
it.
different because they didn't support me as a person, like me as a person. So I don't think they could care less about my stuff, you know, what I have going on. And then I've learned I didn't grow up on my it's hard to say dad's side, but his side of the family. Come to find out, they connected so heavily in the industry. One of my cousins was Jay-Z PR when he first started his career.
See?
And heard my music and was like, it's too southern. I'll pass. And I'm just like, you know what? It's hard to get people to support and family. You look for their support, but I mean, I guess you can keep it positive. The fact that they love you as a person for who you are, I guess it makes it easier.
You got it, but
right?
you got it. When you embrace the fact that, damn, he pulled up, you linked, like I'm linked somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, cause everybody supposed to think highly of themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you better.
And when it hits you like that, just embrace it. It gonna make you go harder. You know what I mean? I be pissing a lot of people off, but it make them. I see it. It make them be doing shit for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Like, it make them, and nobody can deny it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody can deny it. Because I'm going to do this shit for myself, and you going to see me do it for myself. You could go behind my back, call the founder of SDYP the movement. He going to be like, who sent you? Well, whatever he got going for you, you need to call him back. Like, real talk. And then it come all the way back around.
Right.
But we structure ourselves in it, and we give ourselves that. You know, we hold each other accountable also. You feel me? Pick each other up when we fucking up. You know what I mean? A lot of rappers, artists, people don't got that in their business, in their music life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's what it's about. Like, is it music or is that motherfucking McDonald's job? Because the McDonald's job gonna bring stress, gonna bring a lot of more other shit. You just gonna be fed up with, man, fuck that, man, fuck the studio, man, fuck that show. You know what I mean? Where the weed at? You know what I'm saying? Nigga,
Right.
You know, and it's just not no McDonald's job. It could be a hospital job. You know what I mean? I done seen the finest lose shit because they was just around shit too long. You feel me? Round the wrong shit. Can cook their ass off, can sew, can make shit, can create shit. This pandemic been the most wonderful thing happen to every black person ever. This the most you see. Damn, you know how to make houses, nigga?
Yeah, it's
like,
crazy. It's definitely brought out
you
the
not,
hustle.
make me a house, nigga. Like, nigga,
Right.
I've been in these hotels for too long. Like, you need a motherfucking house. You been over the other side of me. This nigga talking about, I'm gonna fix your house. Damn, when you start doing? People just start embracing it to themselves. Like, you could have been doing that shit. You supposed to been doing that shit. You supposed to been left that job. You supposed to been left them friends. You supposed to been left them family members. That nigga, that girlfriend. Like, anything that you ain't feeling right that's gonna hold you back from just really being happy every day, joyful every day, you feel me? Like, all energy. You know what I mean? Different strokes for different folks, and ain't shit gonna be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But if you really genuinely feel it, like out of a week, if you argue with a person, if you argue or have a disagreement in business or anything with a person out of like 7 days, if you do that shit 5 days, like you don't supposed to be around them. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, you know what I'm saying? Some of the relationships I used to be in, like, I just used to be unjoyful. Like, I go around some strangers and be the happiest motherfucker ever. I'm like, damn, this shit fucked up. You know, like, this fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And it be close people. People you love and people you would die for down there. I be like, how the fuck I'm happy? As soon as I walk out this motherfucker, I'm happy. But as soon as I come back, I'm like, man, look. Like I don't like, and that go for everybody. You know what I'm saying? The church you go to, you might be tired of going to that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like this bitch messy.
Right,
I'm just tired. You know, or they got something to say every time where this or they got something to say. Cause I'm, you know what I mean? Like different, like it's time for change. Like it really is. You know what I'm saying? But that shit broke open some shit. Like it broke open some shit. And one thing about it, ain't nobody stop. Stimulus, anything. Ain't nobody stop doing what they doing. Ain't nobody stop.
That's true.
You feel me? I just be on social media and I be just doing my thing and I just really look and research. Like I look and be researching and I sit down. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I go to clubs, I sit down and I listen to the music. Security, while I'm in the club, I'm just reviewing the music, researching like what's playing the most. You know what I mean? You know, and then sometimes I try to capitalize. I say, how can I make my sound a little bit like that, but not like them
Right.
to make it
Do
pop?
yourself.
You know what I mean? Because you got to follow something. You know what I'm saying? You got to follow some suit. You know what I'm saying? To something that's going to make
Right.
you evaluate, and they're going to show growth. You know what I mean? So it's a learning process. You know what I mean?
That's real.
Like, real talk.
Well, I thank y'all for tuning in. I see people tuning in. Thank you for coming on the show and dropping jewels and having great energy, being positive. Can you let people know where they can find you on social media?
I am X the Hustler everywhere. I am X the Hustler, you know what I mean? You can Google X the Hustler, you can YouTube X the Hustler, and there you go, you know what I mean? SDYP Global Worldwide on Instagram. So,
All right.